very good morning and welcome. This is Breakfast Primetime News here on MTV Sports. I'm Ramesh Irugal Bandara. Let's start off with a look at the headlines this morning. Ballot boxes to be transported to polling centres today. 40,000 officials to engage in election duty. Met Department predicts rough seas off the coast of the country in some areas. And the US stresses that the UN Security Council must pass a resolution to destroy Syria's chemical weapons stockpile.
This is Newsfirst, Election Headquarters.
The transportation of ballot boxes along with election officials to polling centres for the upcoming provincial council polls is scheduled to take place today. Now, according to the Additional Elections Commissioner RML Ratnayaka, the relevant district secretaries are scheduled to carry out the necessary steps. Ratnayaka notes that a total of 40,000 officials are due to take part in the electoral process.
A total of 4,373,252 registered voters are due to cast their ballot in tomorrow's Northern, Northwestern and Central Provincial Council polls. A majority of these voters originate from the Central Province, with the figure standing at 1,889,557. According to the Election Secretariat, a total of 1,754,218 registered voters are due to cast their ballot from the North Western Province, while 719,477 individuals are due to exercise their franchise. The voters will be able to cast their votes at 3,736 polling centres set up in the three provinces. The Election Secretariat also noted that a total of 24 polling centres have been set up for internally displaced persons.
Well, the police says that a special security program will be implemented when transporting ballot boxes to polling stations today. According to police media spokesperson SP Buddhika Siriwardana, 2 police officers will be assigned to each polling station.
The police will be providing security during the transportation of ballot boxes from the District Secretariat's office to the relevant polling stations today in the run-up to the provincial council polls that are scheduled for the Northern, Northwestern and Central provinces tomorrow. Steps are also in place to provide adequate police personnel to provide security at the polling stations, counting stations and patrolling purposes. The police have also taken measures to provide security during the casting of ballots tomorrow. The police request all parties to extend their support towards making the election a peaceful one.
3 foreign election observers who arrived in the country to monitor tomorrow's provincial council polls engaged in an inspection tour of the Ikirigol Muslim village in Medavachia.
A total of 799 displaced persons from the Vavuniya currently reside in the village of Ikirigol in Medavachia. According to our correspondent in the area, a separate polling centre has been set up for the displaced persons in the Ikirigol Mahavidyalaya. The elections monitors who originated from India, Nepal and Bangladesh were accompanied by Vavuniya District Returning Officer N.K. Bandul Harishchandra. According to N.K. Bandul Harishchandra, the counting of votes cast at the polling centre in Ikirigol will take place in Vavuniya.
In more news from the election front, the National Elections Observers Office convened a media briefing in Kandy yesterday.
Although there haven't been any special incidents that involved injury, we observed one particular incident. Apart from this incident, we have received reports of a number of small incidents. Some of these incidents include the illegal pasting of posters, the distribution of handbills, setting up cutouts, and the unlawful use of public and private property for election propaganda activities.
රජයේ සහ පෞද්ගලික ආයතන සමහර ස්ථානවල එම රජයේ දේපල යොදා ගැනීම කියලා.
On to other local stories this morning. The Met Department forecast that wind speeds in the country could reach up to 60 kilometers per hour today. Duty meteorologist Chana Rodrigo explains.
There will be showers or thunder showers at several places in the sea areas of coast extending from Putlam to Hambantota Goal. Winds will be westerly or southwesterly and wind speed will be about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. The deep and shallow sea areas of coast extending from Mana to Potul via Gol and Matara may be very rough at times and dangerous as the winds can be strengthened up to 70 kilometers per hour at times. And other sea areas around the island will be rough at times and wind speed may increase up to 50 to 60 kilometers per hour at times. I am Chana Rodrigo, beauty meteorologist.
Let's now take a look at the forecasted temperatures in some of the main cities and towns in the island for today. And it's time now for the day's exchange rates. Well, that's a wrap of Breakfast Primetime News for today. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Ramesh Bandara. Have a pleasant day ahead.